lovelies, this is my next Galaxy Essential upgrade, and I'm here with the talented and gorgeous Pixie Lott.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you doing?
Good, I'm alright, thank you. So it's coming into summer and it's festival season at the moment.
Yes.
What would be your probably 3 items that would give that festival look?
Festival fashion's always my favourite because I just love festivals and I love that everyone can just wear whatever they want. And so to festivals, I always pretty much have something in my hair. So it'll be like a crazy headband thing, like feathers or shoved flowers in my hair, just something that makes it, just something crazy in my hair. I always do something in my hair. And then it'll always be like a pair of little denim shorts. I always have to get a pair of wellies going in case it rains. Or some kind of like boho-y, like furry little dress thing. But it's pretty, yeah, it's more kind of a boho feel, I'd say.
So we're here at your hairdressers right now.
Yes.
What would be your #1 tip for maintaining nice healthy hair?
#1 tip, I would say, I always try and have like treatments whenever I can. So I had one this morning, just because my hair gets like startled quite a lot. So all the moisture kind of comes out of it a bit. So it's good to keep having treatments. So you can always get them at home, like little hair masks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing to keep it, shiny and stuff.
What's your go-to product or hair piece that you go to maybe on a bad hair day just to make it look a little bit better?
I always kind of like a bit of texture, whether it's like more volume or if it's a bit messy or whatever. And I'm not a massive fan of loads of hairspray because then your hair just kind of like gets stuck. So I really like this like dust stuff that Holly puts in my hair. What's it called, that stuff?
Dust it.
Dust it. Okay. There's this stuff called Dust It that you just put in. It's like a little dust, and you just put it kind of like in the roots around here. Yeah, it's really good, and it just kind of gives it that texture and volume without like loading on the hairspray.
So you had your hair all chopped off, and
yes,
it definitely gave you a different look, and I really like it.
Thank
I wish
you.
I could get away with the bob.
You could get away with the bob.
Like go to like a mushroom. But have you got any tips for those that maybe want to update their look a little bit more but aren't brave enough to chop all the hair off? Yeah?
I think you should, I always think people should just go for it because I always thought, I fancied a change. I'd had long hair for ages and I was just getting bored of it, so I thought it would be, well, I wanted to stay blonde. I didn't want to dye my hair, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll just cut it. And I think it's good to just, try something different because hair does grow.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, if I don't like it, then I can just grow it out because hair grows. So I think people should just go for it.
So you obviously love your fashion, you've got great styles.
Thank you.
What's your kind of go-to item when you feel like your outfit's maybe a little bit boring, you put that item on and then it just makes it look better?
I was thinking if I'm wearing something that's a little bit kind of boring or like safe, I always think the best thing to jazz it up a little bit is like accessories and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's so many great like designers at the moment. I always wear like lots of rings or bracelets, watches, these little earrings. I also have like loads of chains and stuff at home. Sometimes I just layer loads on, or sometimes just keep it to a couple. But I always think if you're wearing something more plain, that's where you can have fun with accessories. Because if you're wearing something that's crazy and you wear crazy accessories, then that's a bit too much. But yeah, you can have fun with it when you're wearing something a bit more plain.
So moving on, I'm going to do a little like game with you.
Okay.
I'm sure you've heard of like quick fire questions.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be based on things that you can use to just sort of upgrade an outfit and make it look a little bit better.
Okay.
So first one is rings or necklaces.
Oh, that's a toughie. It all depends on the outfit, but I think I'm going to say rings just because I pretty much wear rings all the time and then I take my necklaces on and off.
Yep. Yeah. Wedges or platforms?
Wedges or platforms? I'm going to say platforms because wedges are more of a sun thing, I think.
Sequins or studs?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to say studs.
Trilby or bowler hat?
I'm going to say bowler hat.
Last one, lipstick, red lipstick or smoky eye?
I don't wear lipstick today, but I think I mainly go for the smoky eye.
You've had a really successful career. What do we expect to see from Pixie Lott in the future? Have you got anything up your sleeve?
In the future, I'm going to be, over the summer period, I've got loads of shows, loads of gigs right up until the end of the year. I'm going to be starting my next album, which I'm really excited about. So it's going to be more of a Motown kind of vibe, which I've been wanting to do for a while.
Last but not least, I'm sure there's people watching that want to get into the same industry as you, want to be a singer-songwriter like yourself. What advice would you give them to want to get into a business as you?
I always say, I think the best thing to do is, or if you can't imagine doing anything else and you just love it, then I think you should just keep on. There's always going to be knockbacks, so you just have to be determined to keep on trying. I just literally went for every audition, you've got to go for every open mic night, you've got to keep writing songs with as many people as possible, do as many gigs as you can, and through working your way up and word of mouth, hard work does pay off. So I think if you just keep doing what you do best, then you can get there.
You should work hard enough.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that's the end of the questions. Thank you so much for letting me come down and talk to you.
No worries, lovely to meet you.
That's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.